It is 11:30 at night. In some cities, the streets are quiet, the kitchen is closed, and the only food available is a side snake from a machine. But walking to a busy night market in China, and the evening may be feel young. Oil is popping, meat is sizzling, people are talking over music. Someone is selling socks beside a mountain of grilled squid. A child is holding a toy with enough flashlight to guide an airplane. China's night markets are not all open until sunrise, and they are not all the same, but they share special energy. Why do they stay busy so late? The answer is a mix of food culture, city life, weather, work, social habits, and one powerful human idea. Nighttime is too valuable to waste by sleeping early. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Duck Reid, a Chinese creator sharing stories about China's culture, food, lifestyle, and everyday life. Here, I will show you a different side of China that you may have never seen before. If you are curious about the Chinese culture and want to discover different China, subscribe and join me. Before we eat our way through this topic, remember that China's night market is a very wide label. A market in Xi'an may be famous for local noodles and Muslim food traditions. A market in Changsha may turn up the heat with spicy snakes. Coastal cities may offer more seafood. In southern China, warm weather can keep people outside later. Some markets are old streets with deep history. Others are new tourist areas designed for photos. Some are rows of small cars that appear at night and disappear by morning. Rulers also change as cities control traffic, smoke, noise, and food safety. So, there is no single Chinese night market. Think of a large family, related, lively, and always arguing about the best things to eat. One reason night markets thrive is that evening food has a strong place in Chinese social life. Dinner doesn't always mean the night is finished. Friends may go out for barbecue. After work, people sit around small tables, order skewers, drink beer or tea, and talk for hours. There is also yexiao, a late-night meal, or snack. It can be simple noodles, dumplings, seafood, soup, or something grilled. In English, midnight snack sounds like quietly eating cereal in the dark. Yexiao can be a full social event. Food gives people a reason to stay together. The market is not only feeding hunger, it is feeding friendship, gossip, celebration, and the very important need to complain about your boss. Larger Chinese cities often have long working hours, long travel times, and busy service jobs. When people finish the work late, they still want a warm meal and a little personal time. Night markets meet them when normal shops may be closing. Students also bring energy after classes or study. Cheap snacks and bright streets are an easy break. Delivery apps have changed late night eating, but they have not removed the desire to go out. A phone can send noodles to your door, yet it can't fully send the sound, smile, crowd, or feeling of being part of the city. After a day spent following schedules, the night market says, "You are free now. Also, here is a potato on stack." That is a strong offer. Weather is another reason. In hot parts of China, summer afternoons can feel like the sun has a personal problem with you. When the air cools after dark, streets become more comfortable. Families come outside, children play, older people work. Food sellers can work without standing under the strongest heat. This pattern exists across many warm countries, but the Chinese night markets give it a local flavor. Of course, wind changes things. Northern cities can be very cold, and some outdoor markets become smaller and move inside. Yet hot grills, soup, and crowds can create their own warmth. Eating spicy food in freezing air is a little like arguing with winter and winning for 6 minutes. Night markets can offer a lower-cost way to start a small business. A full restaurant needs high rent, decoration, many permits, table, staff, and enough chairs for customers who sit for 3 hours after buying one tea. A cart or small store can be cheaper and more flexible. Sellers may focus on one product and learn to make it extremely well. Fried buns, grilled tofu, fruit tea, noodles, or local sweet. If customers love it, the line becomes free advertising. If they do not, the seller can change the menu more easily than a large restaurant. This makes night markets a kind of food laboratory. New ideas can be tested quickly, and one simple snack can become famous through short videos. At a night market, cooking is of a performance. Flames rise from a grill. Dough spins through the air. A knife hits a board in a faster rhythm. Steam rolls from a giant pot. Even before you taste the food, your eyes and ears have placed an order. This is why night markets work so well on social media. A 15-second video of cheese scratching, sugar shining, or squid dancing on a hot plate can bring a crowd the next day. Sellers understand that people eat with cameras now. Sometimes the food is excellent, sometimes the performance is better than the flavor. There is also part of the adventure. A snack can be both dinner and theater, and the ticket price is usually much lower than Broadway. China has many regions, climate zones, ethnic groups, and cooking traditions. Night markets bring pieces of that variety into one walkable street. You may see labels schedule linked to northwestern flavors, rice noodles from the south, fired foods, cooled noodles, stuffed pancakes, spicy crayfish, sweet drinks, and modern snacks brought from other countries. Not every dish is deeply traditional. Some are new, mixed, or made merely for tourists. That is normal. Food culture is not a museum where every dumpling must stand still behind glass. Markets change with travel, fashion, cost, and young people's taste. The fun comes from moving between familiar comfort food and something that makes you ask, is that safe? And can I have two? Many homes in dense cities are not large. The private outdoor space may be limited. Streets, schools, parks, and food areas become shared living rooms. A night market offers light, activity, and a place to watch people without planning a formal event. You do not need a reservation. You do not need expensive clothes. You can arrive with friends, family, a date, or simply a strong relationship with grilled bread. This open feeling is important. Different ages and incomes can share the same street, even if they buy different things. The market can make the city feel human after dark. Buildings may be tall and roads may be wide, but a row of small stores brings life back to the level of face, hands, smells, and conversation. City governments also understand that nighttime activity creates jobs and spending. The night economy includes food, shopping, shows, tourists, transport, and entertainment after normal work hours. Some cities support special night areas, improve lighting, extend transport, or organize festivals. A famous market can become a city name card and fill social media with free travel aids. But official support can change the feeling. If every sign is new, every store sells the same viral snake, and every camera has a giant cartoon statue, the market may start to feel like a theme park. The challenge is to improve safety and cleanliness without removing the local business that makes the place interesting. A perfectly controlled night market can be clean, safe, and slightly asleep. Night markets have real problems. Smoke and cooking oil can harm air quality. Noise can keep residents awake. Trash, food waste, traffic, and dirty water need careful control. Food safety matters, especially when ingredients sit outside in hot weather. Sellers may work very long hours, with uncertain income. And popular markets can push up return or become too crowded for local people. Cities often move, close, or rebuild street markets to solve these issues. That can improve daily life, but it can also remove jobs and community space. There is no perfect answer. Good rulers should protect residents and customers while giving small sellers a fair chance. The goal is not no rulers or all rulers. It is a market where the food is hot, the street is clean, and the neighbors can still sleep. So why do Chinese night markets never sleep? Some actually do. They just go to bed much later than many of us. They stay alive because they fit the rhythm of city workers, students, families, hot summers, small business, and a culture that often puts food at the center of a social time. There are kitchens, theaters, shopping streets, job centers, and public living rooms all at once. Their bright lights hide hard work and real problems, but they also show something joyful. A city is not only where people work and sleep, it is where people meet, and sometimes they meet at midnight over 6 lamp skewers, one bowl of noodles, and a glowing toy nobody planned to buy. If you could visit one Chinese night market tonight, what would you eat first? Tell me below, and subscribe for more fun stories about the Chinese culture.